Hello, Army. Is this really what it seems, or is it just an illusion too powerful to ignore? Why did the return of BTS to Korea feel so different this time? Quieter on the surface, yet somehow more intense beneath it. And why was it during that seemingly ordinary airport moment that Kim Taehyung and Jung Jungkook did something so unexpected that it left fans questioning everything they thought they understood? In those days, the airport in South Korea was no longer just a place of arrival and departure. It transformed into something far more emotional, a space where anticipation, longing, and endless speculation collided all at once. Fans, known around the world as ARMY, had gathered since early morning, with some even claiming they had arrived the night before, not simply to catch a glimpse of their idols, but to confirm something much deeper, that all of the rumors, the circulating clips, and the quiet whispers spreading across social media actually meant something more. The return of Taehyung and Jung Jungkook did not feel like a routine arrival after overseas schedules. Instead, it carried an unusual weight, a feeling that something unseen was shifting. There were no grand announcements, no official teasers, and no clear signals from the agency to guide expectations. And yet that silence itself became the center of the mystery. The moment the arrival doors finally opened, the atmosphere changed instantly. Cheers erupted, but they were not the usual excited screams. There was something different in them, something emotional, almost as if the crowd sensed that they were about to witness something more than just a simple homecoming. Cameras began capturing everything, every movement, every expression, every subtle detail that might hold meaning. Taehyung appeared first, his presence calm yet unreadable. His smile was there, but it did not feel light or effortless. There was something behind it, something restrained, as if he was holding back emotions or thoughts that were not meant to be shared in that moment. For some fans, just watching him walk was enough to bring tears to their eyes. Shortly after, Jung Jungkook stepped into view, and the energy shifted once again. His demeanor felt quieter, more reflective than usual. He greeted fans with a wave, but his gestures lacked the playful brightness that often defines him. It was subtle, almost unnoticeable at first glance, but for those paying close attention, it felt like a sign that something was different. And yet, everything that happened until that point was only the beginning. Because just minutes later, in the middle of the crowd and flashing cameras, Taehyung suddenly stopped. He turned toward Jung Jungkook, and in that brief moment, time seemed to slow down for everyone watching. What happened between them lasted only seconds, but those seconds carried a weight that fans could not ignore. Jung Jungkook, who had been walking behind, quickly adjusted his pace and approached him. Without exchanging words, they shared a look that was far from ordinary. It wasn't just a glance, but something deeper, something filled with emotion that could not easily be explained or defined. Then came the moment that changed everything. Taehyung extended his hand, not toward the fans, but toward Jung Jungkook. For a brief second, Jung Jungkook appeared surprised, as if caught off guard by the gesture, but almost immediately he responded. The contact itself was short, almost instinctive, but it was enough to send a wave of reaction through the entire airport. Was it simply a natural gesture between close friends, or did it carry a meaning that went beyond what was visible? Within minutes, social media was flooded with clips from different angles. Fans slowed down the footage, analyzed expressions, and even attempted to read lip movements in search of hidden context. Some believed it reflected a growing closeness, while others felt there was something deeper, something connected to their shared emotional journey over time. What made the situation even more intriguing was what followed. Instead of continuing to walk out as expected, both Taehyung and Jung Jungkook paused longer than usual. They appeared to exchange a few quiet words, though nothing could be clearly heard. Their expressions shifted, serious one moment, softer the next, then calm again, as if navigating something unspoken. At one point, Jung Jungkook let out a small laugh, not loud or exaggerated, but enough to break the tension. Taehyung responded with a warmer smile, and in that instant, the atmosphere shifted once again, from uncertainty to something that felt deeply emotional, yet strangely comforting. But the story did not end there. Hours later, another video began circulating online, showing both of them inside the same vehicle leaving the airport. Sitting side by side, they barely spoke, yet the silence between them felt meaningful. Taehyung looked out the window, lost in thought, while Jungkook occasionally glanced in his direction. There were no words, but the moment carried a quiet intensity, as if a conversation was happening without being spoken. Fans quickly began to connect this to earlier moments from their overseas schedules, recalling interactions that seemed slightly different from usual. Could this be a continuation of something that had already begun? Speculation intensified when a photo taken just before they exited the airport surfaced online. In it, Taehyung and Jungkook stood closer than usual. For some, it meant nothing. But for ARMY, even the smallest detail can hold significance, especially in a world where nothing ever feels entirely coincidental. In the days that followed, discussions only grew stronger. Media outlets began to pick up the story, analysts offered cautious interpretations, and fans continued exploring every possible angle. Some suggested that what people were witnessing was simply a sign of growth, that after years of shared experiences, their bond had evolved into something deeper and more complex. Others believed it might be a hint of something bigger, something not yet ready to be revealed. What made everything even more intriguing was the silence from the agency. No clarification, no statements, no attempts to explain the moment. It was as if the situation was left entirely open to interpretation. Amid all the speculation, one thing became clear. The emotional impact of that moment was undeniable, not because of what was explicitly shown, but because of what it made people feel. Because sometimes the most powerful moments are not defined by words, but by the silence shared between two people who understand each other completely. And perhaps that's exactly what unfolded between Taehyung and Jungkook that day. Still, the biggest question remains. Was it just a fleeting moment captured by chance, or the beginning of a larger story slowly taking shape behind the scenes? Some fans believe what the world saw was only the surface, that something deeper is developing quietly, waiting for the right time to be revealed. Others prefer to embrace the moment as it is, without searching for hidden meanings. But what cannot be denied is the impact it left behind, a shared feeling of wonder, curiosity, and emotion that brought fans together. Because, in a world that often demands clear answers, moments like this remind us that not everything needs to be explained. Some things are meant to be felt. And maybe, just maybe, that quiet moment at the airport was not just a coincidence. Maybe it was the beginning of something much bigger.